Fashion and sustainability are not a self-evident marriage. But Jasna Rokegem is trying very hard. She founded FashionTech, a design studio in Belgium that tries to put advanced technologies for interactive fashion. Her vision inspires decision makers in fashion, retail, and even in the automotive sector. Here is Jasna Rokegem.
Do you sometimes stand in front of your closet and wonder, what should I wear today? Like this morning, for instance, how many of you were trying to figure out what to wear to SuperNova? I was. As I look into the audience and no one is naked, I can see it worked out pretty well. Perhaps there's a reason why people like Steve Jobs, Barack Obama, Karl Lagerfeld always wear the same outfit. But hey, we don't. We wear clothes mainly for self-protection, like maybe it will rain, or we need to take into consideration the kind of physical activities we must do. Like, do we have business meetings inside all day, or we're going for a run outside? What if we need to travel? What's the weather going to be like at my next destination? Nowadays, we find answers. We actually make this kind of decisions with information we get from technology that is just in the palm of our hands. But why not in our garments? I mean, we express our identity, who we are, or who we want to be. What we feel, what we think, just through tech and phones. But wait a minute. Wasn't that a fashion's job to express our identity? Fashion, it's time to tech up. This is Exaltation. It's part of our Fashion on Brainwaves collection. It's the first collection in the world that is visualizing your brainwaves into morphing fashion. For this piece, I used an EEG device that is capturing your brainwaves and sending it to a microcontroller in the outfit. The color goes up if you're feeling uncomfortable. So what happens is that you get real-time neurofeedback on your inner state of relaxation or stress. And it makes it possible for you to interact with it. Now, this was only the first step in discovering this Fashion on Brainwaves collection. For me, it was an ideal tool to investigate new aesthetics and beauty ideas applied to fashion and self-expression. It actually led me to find a new way to communicate. So if we think back when we are standing in front of the mirror, deciding between these pants or this shirt, we also know that we are trying to express ourselves. Since humans left their caves, if not earlier, fashion has been a means of self-expression. So what are we trying to communicate? That we are wealthy, punk rockers, elegant, bankers? Garments have always given us clues to our identity. But where is our identity actually stored? The brain, right? So shouldn't we find a more seamless connection between these two? Well, that's how the next outfit bride was born. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm applause for our model, Lara. This is Bright. Bright is a brain visualizer, and each color is connected to a brainwave. Not only the colors are interesting to analyze, but so are the movements. We can see when the dress shows, like now, that Lara is actually feeling pretty okay on stage. There is a nice blue glow of her back. I think that's because, or I guess that's because Lara is just doing her job as a model. You feel comfortable here on stage? Ah, but now you're getting excited. So you're not used to talk as a model. No, okay. Well, have a look. Now, this dress reveals when somebody is feeling shy, is concentrated, excited, as we can see right now. This Fashion on Brainwaves collection picks up 8 basic brain frequencies, and it translates it into either light, movement, or shapes on the body. This is actually a direct symbol for a neural network. And the next step in the future of fashion is not only expression, visual expression, as we show here, but real artificial intelligence garments. Just like cells in a neural network, they communicate with each other. They react together towards a stimuli or a trigger from their environment, discovering patterns and order. The formation of neural networks in fashion can be the new brains of the future. With the help of machine learning and artificial intelligence, our garment becomes smarter and smarter. And it can know what you need before you do. I mean, look at me, for instance, standing here on stage, feeling uncomfortable and stressed with all these eyes staring at me. I really could use a shirt right now that is smart enough to learn from my past behavior and give me a little massage. Or spread a scent of lavender to make me feel relaxed again. Or maybe my shirt can talk to your shirt. Garments are becoming a living organism on its own, an extension of our body, and they start a new way of human communication. They reshape our responses to our innermost feelings. And this is a brand new dimension of interaction. I mean, I can totally understand that you might be hesitant to wear one of these outfits for your next party, because although you're fully dressed, you can feel quite naked with your emotions on display. But that's not what matters. What's the point here is that we are exploring the connection between the brains and fashion as an interface. Now, next to expressing our identity, finding a new way to communicate, for me, it's very important to add an extra function on daily garments by combining fashion, technology, and science. And that's exactly what inspired me to create the next design, MindLight. Thank you. This is MindLight. It's a smart jewel, and you can train your brain to focus. You get real-time neurofeedback on how concentrated you are. And by learning from this feedback, you can become much more productive. Or you could use it as a lamp to signal your colleagues if it's the right time to interrupt and ask you a question. This type of technology is already used today. it's used in applications for professionals that require deep concentration. And in the future, it might be a very helpful tool to communicate with children who have autism or people who have a hard time concentrating. Now, we can even go one step further, because with the Internet of Things, we can connect our brain interface garment or jewel to whatever we want. For instance, let's link it to our Spotify account. And the music changes depending on our mood. Or my notifications are shut down, depending if I need to focus or not. Now, the possibilities here are actually endless. But more importantly, they also extend to other industries. We did a project with Volkswagen to check if we can implement these technologies or how we can add emotions on a future car. To give an extra example of this, the heating system of your chair could be turned on and off automatically depending on your needs. Or imagine being driven home by just thinking of it. Because, hey, Google already knows where you live. Crossover industry innovation is at the core of all my work. And as an artist in residence at Nokia Bell Labs, I'm exploring and looking into new modes of empathic communication. At this moment, right now, we are building the first prototypes of an emotion simulator. And I'm very, very excited to show the results early 2019. I'm not only very excited to present these new concepts, but as well how we present them. That's precisely the reason why we built an interactive hologram as an alternative for the catwalk. Yes. So what we can see over here is the interactive hologram and our exaltation piece of the Fashion on Brainwaves collection. And if I turn the hologram around, it's changing from color. If I move it up, I can zoom in on any detail or out that I want. But what I really like the most is that we can make the unseen seen. If I move the hologram to the side, all the digital data connections becomes visible, something we can't see with our own eyes. Now imagine the impact this will have on the future of shopping. If you just upload a 3D body scan of yourself, you can try out any outfit that you want without needing to redress. And especially for the SuperNova expedition at the MAS this weekend, we did a collaboration with Soulmate. We built an experience booth where you will be able to scan in your face. Therefore, we used the latest new holographic devices on the market. And the 3D scan of your face will be immediately uploaded on top of the exaltation outfit. So you can check if you like these future outfits, yes or no. Now, I am not alone. The future of fashion is already here today. We are with more than 20 pioneers exposing our work this weekend. For instance, Marina Tutors with printed electronics and sportwear, or we have Marce Dijkstra with an incredible drone dress, and a Belgian example, Inga Wellbeing, who has wearable solutions for healthcare. Now, since innovating is not something you do alone, Jasna Rok created an international platform of highly preferred partners. There is so much we can learn from each other just by combining our diverse expertise across industries and multiply our impact in the world. Unknown to many, but the fashion industry is the second largest polluting industry in the whole world. we believe that there are a lot of possibilities through the digitalization and new technological developments that can really help to decrease fashion's footprint. We worked with nanotechnology to create hydrophobic textiles. That means that they are stain resistant, water repellent, and UV protected. Now, my main goal with this is to create garments that we don't need to wash anymore. Great for the environment. No more polluting fibers in our oceans, no more electricity powering our washing machines, and no more packaging tons of clothes for our next trip. And that brings us back to our closet at home. Because maybe not tomorrow or the day after, but in the near future, we will not have all these garments to choose of, but only one, just like we have one smartphone. One outfit that is able to change color, form, regulates its own temperature, always stays clean, and is connected to our brain. An outfit that is expressing your identity from the original source, that adapts towards your unique needs, and it can be optimized with information before production and afterwards through data. This outfit communicates with you, with your environment, with the world, our networks. And you know, this outfit is not only possible for Steve or Barack or Carl. Actually, it already exists today. It's one garment to rule them all. Fashion is the interface of the future. Thank you.